Finally, the most awaited Minsitthar Revamp is live on the original server. Also, the star system is going to be live in the original server from March 25th onwards. And now the best title of each hero will be shown in the favorite section. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we are going to talk about the patch note 1.7.68 which is live in the original server.
As you guys know, this video has redeem codes and I want to congratulate the winners of our previous video. Thank you for participating. And similarly, this video will have hidden codes too. Find it from the video and redeem it at Kazukiofficialstore.com and your diamonds will be delivered instantly.
New and revamped heroes. Minsitthar got an all new revamp and has gotten a completely new makeover with some redesigned skills like his passive, where each basic attack stacks, and upon hitting 5 stacks, Minsitthar next attack will detonate all marks, dealing a large amount of damage and stun the target while restoring his HP. His skill 1 now hooks every hero in its direction. His skill 2 has been revamped where he can now hold his shield up, which will reduce damage for a period of time. His ultimate has been changed and now prevents anyone from using any types of movement abilities, while the royal guards on his ultimate will grant his passive to stack up. Hero adjustments. Freya has been buffed. Skill 1 has been adjusted as it will now no longer consume any sacred orbs. Skill 2 has been buffed with changing the phase of her leaping strike from 3 to 2 phase and will now having no cooldown as long as it contacts any object. 1-1 has been adjusted. Her passive has been buffed by increasing all weaknesses hit damage by 15 points in the early game and 15 points in the late game. Her ultimate has been nerfed by reducing her lock range by 8.5 to 6 yards, and a speed boost in the air has been changed from 10% total movement speed to 100% extra movement speed. Esmeralda has been buffed. Her basic attack has been buffed. Her first damage will now deal 20% extra physical attack and her second damage will now deal 20% extra magic power. While her skill 2 has been buffed by reducing the cooldown by 0.5 seconds in the early game. Leslie has been buffed. Her passive has been buffed, increasing her base damage by 25 points.
Nice try.
Her skill 1 has been buffed, reducing its cooldown by 1 second in the early game and 0.5 seconds in the late game. Fredrin has been nerfed. His ultimate damage has been slightly reduced when it's not enhanced. His skill 2 has been nerfed, reducing his base damage by 60 points in the early game and 85 points in the late game. His skill 3 has been nerfed, reducing his base damage by 90 points in the early game and 170 points in the late game.
If you are looking for 100% safe and secure diamonds, Kazuki Official Store is here to fulfill your need. We are trusted by more than 100k mlbb players from India, Philippines and Europe. Do visit our website and browse between various packs.
Joy has been adjusted. The shield effect of her passive is removed and instead her skills now deal additional instances of damage each time they hit a non-minion unit. Her skill 2 can be used up to 4 times now and it grants a shield when hitting on a beat. The number of skill 2 cast required to unlock ultimate is now reduced by 1. A new effect is added where she gains physical and magic defense during her ultimate. Also, the damage is increased by 10% when she gets perfect beat. Layla has been buffed. The back swing time is greatly reduced, though her physical attack growth is reduced by 1.5 points. Also, the maximum damage increased by her passive is reduced by 5%. Her skill 2 slow effect is changed into 0.25 seconds AoE stun to the first target hit. Badang has been nerfed. His skill 1 base and explosive damage are reduced by 35 and 20 points at all levels respectively. Also, his ultimates base and explosive damage are reduced by 20 and 10 points at all levels respectively. Eudora is getting buffed. Her HP growth increased by 18 points. Also, her skill 2 bounce stun duration is increased by 0.3 seconds. Pakito is getting buffed. His skill 1 shield in the late game is increased by 150 points and the total physical attack is increased by 25%. Moving on to system adjustments. The MMR function is being optimized. The bonuses and protection that affect hero power are now shown more clearly on the post-game screen. The best title of each hero is shown in the favorite hero section. Also, the minimum score required for each level's leaderboard is adjusted. Ranked mode is being adjusted. We have uploaded a proper video on this topic. Check it out from the video tag in the top right corner. Also, from now on, buying, subscribing or renewing weekly diamond pass or weekly monthly ticket passes will count in the recharge task. Let's now move to the battlefield adjustments. A brand new map called Harmonia is now available on the original server. And this map features a new design, new models, effects and many other changes. The load in general is also getting buffs. The enhanced load summoned after 12-minute mark will use its ability to dash to all turrets on its way. I will talk about the equipment now. Sea Halberd is buffed. The passive is getting revamped. The user will get an 8% increase in damage if the enemy has a higher HP than you. The Necklace of Durance is getting buffed. The build path is changed and it will now include the Elegant Gem in it. Also, the passive of the necklace is modified and it will be similar to the Elegant Gem item. Twilight Armor is revamped. The passive will reduce 300 damage plus additional damage which will be equal to 5% of your HP. And this effect will have 5 seconds cooldown. Rose Gold Meteor has been buffed. The lifesteal of this item is increased by 5%. Now the build path will include the Magic Blade and Vampire Mullet. The passive shield is increased by 330 points in the early levels and by 470 points in the maximum level. The effect of increasing the magic defense is being removed from this item and it has been replaced with a new effect. The new effect, when triggered, increases the movement speed by 50%. The cooldown of the shield effect is however increased by 20 seconds. After that we have the item Magic Blade, and this item's passive also has been buffed. You will get a 420 to 910 shield when you trigger its passive effect. The magic defense passive is also removed, and you get a 50% movement speed when triggering its passive effect. The cooldown of the passive is also increased by 20 seconds. The item Blood Wings is also buffed. Now the shield effect of the Blood Wings will be restored after seconds even if it's not destroyed. The cooldown is also reduced to 20 seconds. Its new effect gives you an extra 30 movement speed when the shield is active. Thunderbelt is getting buffed. The cost of the item is reduced to 1990 gold. The mana regen is increased by 4 points. Clock of Destiny is nerfed. The HP attribute of the item is reduced to 125 points. Every stack of the passive will now give you minus 5 points of HP. The Ice Queen wand is getting buffed. The item will now have 300 HP instead of mana. Fleeting time is also buffed. Heroes with ultimate that enter cooldown after their duration is over will now gain cooldown reduction from kills and assists during the ultimate duration. This includes heroes like Faramis, Eve, Luo Yi, Leomord, Baxia, Hanzo, Granger, Edith and Aldous. Dominance Ice is being buffed. The passive attack speed reduction is now set to 70%, including all of the attack speed bonuses. The item Black Ice Shield is also buffed and it will reduce 85% of the attack speed, including all of the attack speed bonuses. We also have some adjustments made to the battle spells. Aegis is buffed. It will no longer give a shield to the nearby allies. The shield you get per level is increased to 90 points per level. The cooldown of the shield is also reduced by 15 seconds. The Revitalize spell is being adjusted. The spell will now move with the caster, make it suitable for the casters. We also have role adjustments. Grok will now be a tank fighter. Johnson's role will be of a tank support. Carmilla will be included in support tank. Kaja is now support fighter. Ruby will now be a fighter. Fredrin is now fighter tank. Paquito and Yin are now a fighter assassin. Benedetta will be included in assassin fighter category. And Harley is changed to be assassin mage. There have been adjustments to hero lane. Sylvana is now preferred to be on the experienced roaming lane. Cyclops lane is changed to mid lane or jungling. The Starlight shop has a new update too. Carrie's skin Dragon Queen. Oldest is Insentient skin. Chow's Go Ballistic skin. Masha's Combat Medal skin. Link's Street Punk skin. Benedetta's the Street Blow skin. Vice's Azure Sentry. Sun Simeon Curse. Luoyi's Siren Priestess. And Ruby Pirate Parrot skin will be removed on 30 of April. And Layla's Bunny Babe skin, Freya Dragon Hunter, Geelong Eastern Warrior, Franco Apocalypse, Martis Searing Mo, 1-1 Teen Top, Lapu Lapu Special Force, Kufra Dreadful Clown, Farsa Peony Bloom, and Sicilian Stargazer skin will be available from 1st of May. After that, we have an update on upcoming events. And for that too, we have already made a detailed dedicated video. You can easily watch that video by clicking the link in the top right corner. Bug fixes and optimization. And here are the bugs that have been fixed. You can pause and get yourself familiar with these fixes. And here are 5 shoutouts from our previous video. Hamar mlbb, Ricky, Ebenezer, Ikitao, and S. And that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.